when we read, we are going to be doing what John Steinbeck did. We are going to be feeling empathy for these people. You're going to practice. You're going to be putting yourself in the book and trying to feel what they felt and really see if you can experience what they would have experienced through reading this chapter, okay? This part is tough to read. It just practically makes you want to break down into tears to think about what they went through, okay? So you are going to be talking about your empathy for these people in this part of the text, and you're going to be using this stem. Eyes up. When the book said blank, I felt blank. Then the next part is where I want you to get to higher level thinking. This is helping me understand. Why do you think it's important for you to feel how the characters are feeling? How does it help you understand the book? What can it help you understand about history? Okay? Alright, so I'll be modeling that for you today. Go ahead and open up. We're still in chapter 3. This time we're starting on, well, I want to go back a little bit. So open to page 25. This is what John Steinbeck wrote. He wrote, after seeing what the Okies' life was like, he wrote, there is no work. First the gasoline gives out, and without gasoline a man cannot go to a job if he could get one. Then the food goes, and then it rains. With insufficient food, the children develop colds because the ground in the tents is wet. I talked to a man last week who lost 2 children in 10 days with pneumonia. His face was hard and fierce, and he didn't talk much. So when the book said that this man lost 2 children in 10 days, I felt like that would be the lowest point in your life if you lost 2 children like that. That you would be at your very lowest point. It's indescribable, right? So I'm thinking that for these Okies, life is so bad that anything, any small thing would make it better. I'm thinking they're not expecting anything huge. They just want to be fed. Or they just want to have a place to sleep at night. They just want one small thing to make their life better. That's how that's helping me understand that. During dead time, the Okies lived in the bottoms of dry lakes such as Kern Lake and Buena Park Lake in tents and shacks made out of cardboard and tin. Others lived on ditch banks, under bridges, and in fields of weed and rock. These squatter communities became known as Little Oklahomas and Okievilles, and the people who lived in them had no work and nothing to eat except boiled cabbage and cornbread. California was one of the richest agricultural states in the nation, yet Okie children were starving. The farms often produced more than could be picked or sold. So that means there was so much that they couldn't pick it fast enough, or they couldn't sell it fast enough. So that means there's extra, right? Extra food. But if the Okies tried to help themselves to the surplus crop, or the extra crop left on the ground, the growers might pour oil on the food, strike a match, and set the crop on fire, hoping the Okies would move on to another town. John Steinbeck saw this happen several times and called it the saddest, bitterest thing of all. So Reds, you start. How did you feel when you read that that extra food was set on fire or covered in oil?
Not the regular one. There's black
unfair, really not
I have a rare magician.
I have the best really upset.
I have the magician. Limited edition.
What's it called?
He can all